Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back to the next episode of Betrayal in Antara. And some developments have occurred since the last time that we were together, because you may recall, if you were here for the previous stream, that, I was going to go out, I was going to tidy up, do a few little chores here and there, and that this time we're going to get on our way to Panizzo finally, if all goes well. As I was leaving Sortiga, however, I chanced across something that I didn't expect. I was just kind of running behind the town through the countryside, and I found an NPC to whom I have not yet spoken, because I wanted y'all to share that experience with me, because I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but I have a feeling, based on clues that we've picked up, that this may actually be a break in one of the quest lines I was mentioning last time. You almost couldn't see her because of the trees, but yeah, so here we go. I found this completely mundane and not at all suspicious elderly grandma sitting on her stump here in the woods north of Sortiga, and her eyes follow me wherever I go. So let's find out what she is up to, just kind of hanging out in the woods here.
Spare a crust of bread or a turnip for a harmless old woman what the cruel fate's done left to die?
I don't think so.
So, this is why I wanted to wait and save this conversation for when we were together. Because, of course, when I saw her, I was like, this must just be some random NPC that I missed, even though there aren't many of those standing around outside. And so I spoke to her, and I heard that voice acting. And I was like, I can't do this alone. In every sense of the word, I can't do this alone. Also, of course, you may notice, importantly, one of our conversation options here is we can ask her about being a witch. Or ask her about witches in general, I guess, which is which. I'm thinking she might be the witch that we heard about in the tavern, because you remember those rednecks gloating about how this guy had thrown her off of his farm because she was begging for food. He ran her off, and then he caught her trying to do like some kind of cursing dance on his fields or something like that. So of course we meet a suspicious old lady in the middle of nowhere, and she asks us for food. So
Don't you have a home, old woman?
I don't have a home, nor no kinfolk neither. They was all done in by the pox. Towners burnt down my house to scourge the plague. May weevils infest their eye sockets and eat out their brains.
Well, at least you're not bitter about it.
You take care, young missy. There's not protecting you or any of your loved ones from just the same. The fates does as they does, and no mortal, not even one with a youth and looks like what you got, can stare 'em down once they cast the eye on you.
Can we go now?
No, wait a minute. She's made me curious. Elder, I'm sorry your life has been so hard. What do they call you?
Oh, ain't he the charmer? Once I was called Corellin the Healer. But nowadays the names they throw ain't nearly so becoming.
A story emerges. And this is some A-plus voice acting. I am loving this.
You're a healer?
Why, you needn't sound so surprised. I can heal you up as good as what a flask of Senwater can, if you got the price.
Well, we don't need healing right now. Thankfully, we're at full. But that's interesting. We've not had an NPC shopkeeper just out in the world yet. Teach us about herb lore.
Do you know any herb lore?
No, but if you hum a few bars... I always get them with that one. Young fella, I knew more about herbs by the time you were born.
I've heard tell of something called a nutberry. What is that?
Nutberries, is it? Well, that's an easy one. Used them all the time to make medicines, I did. A nutberry don't taste so good, but if you eat it, your mouth gets numb, then your chest and your arms and legs. Sets your mind at rest, too. Makes sleep come easy and deep. The nut-root's not so sharp on the tongue, but then again, it don't work so well neither.
Okay. So, like a sleep aid. But remember, we found some nutberries, and it sounded almost like you could make a paralytic poison or something with them, if I remember correctly. So, that tracks. Alright, well, there's only one conversation option left. I can't wait to see what she has to say about this.
I don't mean to sound insulting, but is there any truth to what I hear about your, talents in the field of witchcraft?
Field of witchcraft? More like witchcraft in the field. That's why folks call me the Black Thumb. With a look I can wither the pears on the bough. A word and kernels of wheat shrivel to sand. A few steps on new sown soil, and the seeds become lifeless husks. It's not much, but it's a living, 'cause folks give me stuff to stay away.
Oh my goodness. It's a living because people give me things to stay away. That is, that's very Discworld, honestly. That reminds me, gosh, if you've never read Sir Terry Pratchett's Discworld series, please, I'm begging you to read all of those books. They're amazing. And the witches are my favorite characters, Granny Weatherwax and company, because this reminds me of a line from one of the stories where she pushed a door open, barging into somebody's house and said, "Blessings be on this house." And she said she had often found it to be a useful phrase because it reminded people of what else could be on the house as well. So, okay. This is my new favorite character. And here we go. This is what I was hoping. When I saw that we could talk to her about being a witch, she mentions Farmer Brunia. So that is the fellow from Imansi, whose farm was seized by Lord Garson. And we found him in Balmestry, waiting tables to make ends meet. And there are still toughs guarding his fields. So maybe we can lift the curse.
Does anyone ever pay you to make sure crops don't grow? Anyone up near Imatsi, for instance?
Yes. Sometimes they'll give me something to work my neck on an enemy. Nothing really important. Family feuds, neighborly spats, that sort of thing. Imatsi, think I did it that. I recall an uppity fella acting superior, like as if being a noble's bootlick made him one up on me.
Do you remember the noble's name?
Gonna be civil now, are we, Missy? No, can't think of a name, but the herbs he paid me was decent.
I see. And why can we talk to her about... Oh, I guess it's this headscarf she's wearing? Oh, wait. I was looking at that symbol and wondering about it. I just assumed it was some kind of like made up mystical rune, but look, LG for Lord Garson, perhaps?
I couldn't help but notice that fine kerchief you're wearing.
Lovely, ain't it? A finer piece of linen you'll never see. That highborn sod what I cursed the field for done give it to me. Wrapping for the herbs it was.
I'd like to buy your kerchief, if you don't mind.
Well, if you can spare a little more, I'll consider it a fair exchange.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll be going. Look after yourself, Corellin.
If I don't, there won't be none to miss me.
Okay. So, let's see. I can't split money here. But there wasn't like an option to buy or anything.
Spare a crust.
I don't think so.
I couldn't help but...
Lovely.
I'd like to buy...
Well, if
Okay, let's see if maybe I can do it like this. Oh, well, Icon Sky won't let me use it from here. So,
if I
let me try it the way that I had it before. I'll click on it, and let's see if we can offer her some cash. Let's start with 25.
Looks
What am
like
I
we'll have to
thinking?
leave something behind.
Whoa. Okay, well, it did do something. Uh-oh. It froze the game. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow, that busted everything. I can move around and the menu is responding, but I can't. Wild. I can click on this button, but I cannot click into any menus or anything. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, I think that there may be some sort of conversation that we are missing, but all is not lost because she did take our money and give us the handkerchief. So we do have the key item that we need, and I don't know if there is another dialogue scene. That's kind of what I was looking for, and I was worried that what had happened was that we weren't getting that. I thought that Kaylin popping up because her inventory was full had kind of preempted that and ruined it. But maybe there's just not another voice line, so maybe that's all it is. Okay, either way, we have the handkerchief. That's what we needed. Awesome. This may have once been a fine silk handkerchief, but he doubted any amount of washing would make it presentable again. William tried not to speculate about what may have caused the various colored stains. Much of the intricate embroidery was still intact, though, including a monogrammed LG in one corner. Okay. Well. Oh, huh. Cool, so now that we know her name, it actually puts a marker down for us. Excellent. Alright, well. Let's head up the road to the north, which we cleared last time. The road to Logano should be pretty much free of enemies. We will go up that way, and as is tradition, we will make another run to Amatsi, except this time we will take that handkerchief and since it belongs to Lord Garson, and he apparently paid her to curse Farmer Bruna's fields, I'm guessing we'll take that and confront him with it. And then maybe we can go and give Farmer Bruna the good news, and we'll come back south, and we'll head to Balmestry by way of Sortiga. So that way we can see that last little bit of countryside that we still have yet to actually explore. Here we are back at Lord Garson's house. Let's see what he has to say.
So you're back, young Escobar. What do you want now?
We just had a few more questions for you, sir.
Boom. Sabotage.
Lord Garson, I believe that you arranged to have Farmer Brunia's land cursed to make it barren. I demand you return the Brunia farm to its rightful owner.
Impudent pup! On what grounds do you make such wild accusations?
There's a curious woman named Corellin. You know her?
No, I've never heard of her.
Really? She gave us this handkerchief. A handkerchief you gave her in partial payment for her services.
You believe the lying tongue of a witch over the word of a nobleman?
Ah, but William never said she was a witch. Gotcha, my lord.
Boom.
I wonder what my father and the rest of the council would think of such underhanded dealings.
Very well. I assume you have a proposition in mind.
I would be more than happy to conveniently forget the entire matter.
Yes?
If you return Brunia's lands and release him from any past tax obligations, then I suppose I could manage a case of selective amnesia.
Is that all? Consider it done.
Well.
A pleasure doing business with you, Lord Garson. Have a nice day.
Get off my land.
I feel good about having irritated him. Also, that was the nastiest "have a nice day," and I appreciate that. Ah, deed. William sifted through the legalese with some distaste. In essence, the deed granted its bearer the custodianship of the lands Farmer Brunia had worked most of his life. William looked forward to returning it to him, and so do I. So, since we are here anyway, we'll hit the shop. We'll get rid of all of this junk. Excellent. Rest, please. There we go. And since we are going to be going back down to Balmestry and round to Sortiga and so forth, we have some empty space. So I want to do something with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all of the ale we can carry. Because then when we come back round from Balmestry and we hit Sortiga up, we will be able to combine it with Fidali leaves to make Fidali paste and turn a very, very nice profit. We need to leave a little bit of space in case we pick something else up on the way or need to buy something, manipulate things around. There we go. I think that'll do us. Okay. Off we go. Okay, fair warning, last time we were in the temple, the music was kind of loud, so I apologize in advance because there is no in-game sound control. So I may have to actually just turn my main, audio volume down. Okay. I don't think that's too bad, but if you have difficulty hearing me over the music, let me know. Go ahead and take it down a couple of notches just in case. Here we go. A blessing. No. Let's see. If you'll show me what you would like blessed. Okay. Oh no. Huh. Yeah, I turned it down a bit. You'll have to let me know if it's good now. Uh-oh. Okay. We have a tiny bit of a problem, apparently, because we have to unequip these weapons in order to get them blessed, and you can't do that without another weapon. So we need a stick, a staff, something, anything, in order to take those brand new swords off of Kaylin and company. Oh, hey! That's right. The sisters. Remember, we met them on the road over near Logano, and we freed them from the Montari and gave them rations. It looks like they made it to Aspreza, maybe.
I am happy to see you and the sisters safe in Aspreza. You are well?
Yes, much thanks to you. We arrived just in time to save the lives of many people.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
Godspeed.
And to you as well.
Awesome. Cool. Does that mean that any of these houses now are open to us? No, not that one. Oh. Okay, but we can go into some of these houses now. This is very different. Aaron's gentle tap was answered by a man old before his time. Bent with sorrow, he invited the party in and told them of his wife's recent death from the feeble pox. Glad of their company, he eagerly shared his memories from happier times. As he reminisced, he cradled a small chest in his arms. This contains the tokens of my marriage. The letters, the dried flowers, all that's left after 30 years. I would show them to you, but I can't remember where I put the key. My mind is still addled from the pox. William studied the box. Perhaps we can open it for you. We have some small talent for this sort of thing. The lock was refreshingly simple and sprang open with just a bit of careful probing. All right, I'm guessing that's because William's lockpicking is high enough now, and we have lockpicks in our inventory. He was able to do that. I don't know if, maybe if that wasn't the case, if we wouldn't have been able to open it. I'm going to assume that it was. The men bent over the fragile remnants in the open chest. How can I thank you? In happier days, I was a traveling merchant. Perhaps something from my remaining goods. After hunting around in a bag, the man produced a small vial. I'll tell you a secret, he said with a conspiratorial air as he handed over the vial. I sometimes used a bit of tongue coat before major transactions. May help you get the best in a haggling match. Huh. Okay, so we already had some, of course, so it's stacked with what we had, which is good. Excellent. I'm guessing that's kind of our reward. The door was opened by a 10-year-old girl with 40-year-old eyes. My parents are now well enough for visitors. Won't you please come in? The party entered the dimly lit cottage, and the girl's mother and father lay on cots in the main room close to the fire. Aaron bent down to speak to the little girl. Did you take care of your parents while they were sick? Yes. It wasn't too hard. I'm just glad they're better. Aaron looked at the two sleeping adults. There's no need to wake them. Is there something you need? Some food, perhaps? The girl smiled a shadow of a smile. No, thank you, though it's very kind of you, I'm sure. Aaron decided to see if he could coax some laughter from the girl. Well then, how about a trick? Do you like card tricks or magic tricks? Ooh, what do you think? It looks like we have to pick one, so... Should we show her cards or magic? Since this is Aaron talking, I'm kind of leaning towards magic. I don't know if the card thing would be like... Surely that's not a gambling skill check, but that's the only skill that any of the characters have that would be relevant, I feel. You know, because I'm thinking of like tricks with shuffling and cutting the cards and laying the deck out and stuff like that. And a gambler would be the person who is most used to cards, and there's not like a sleight of hand skill. So, you think magic? Despite this entire chapter has been about supposedly about getting Aaron to Panizzo so that he can learn how to be a mage from William's dad's court wizard or whatever, and now he's almost max level in like 8 different kinds of magic because we've been running around doing all this stuff. So I guess we're probably safe. I don't think we have to worry about him accidentally blowing this girl up. Aaron gathered magical forces, not channeling them into any spell, but letting them weave thin threads of energy between his fingers like a cat's cradle. The girl watched the colorful threads sparkle and twist with a life of their own. Her face lit up with a smile. That's beautiful. Can I touch it? Yes, but very gently and only in the middle where the threads come together. Aaron held out the rainbow-hued nest between his hands. The girl touched it gingerly. Aaron shifted his focus, and the threads twisted up and around the girl's finger. Wow, apparently he's learned a lot. Remember, earlier in the game, he was terrified of his own power, and William kind of was too. Like, oh, you're gonna blow yourself and me up. It's warm. It's so pretty. Suddenly, Aaron clapped his hands, and the cat's cradle disappeared in a burst of silver sparks. The little girl laughed with delight. A weak voice drew Aaron's attention to one of the cots. The mother raised her arm and beckoned Aaron to her. Not since we fell sick have I heard my child laugh. In caring for us, I feared she'd replace the joys of childhood for the worries of an adult. Thank you for showing me I was wrong, that she is a child still. Oh, you're welcome. The woman handed Aaron a large gemstone. I see you have some ability with magic. While we were ill, a mage sold my daughter a gem he said might help magically heal us. It had no effect. You may find a use for it. Take it, please. Well, goodness. Game, you spoil us. Ooh, an emerald shield stone. Okay. Wow, the brilliant gem was the deepest green he had ever seen. Aaron suddenly realized that he held more wealth in his hand than most peasants saw in their lifetimes. The stone wobbled a bit in Aaron's hand. Okay, I'm guessing that one probably protects us from poison damage. If RPG tropes hold true. Okay, let's see about these others. Okay, nothing here. The door was answered by a swarthy man in a leather apron. Yes, I am open for business. Barely. This morning was the first I felt strong enough to lift my hammer. Are you a tinker? Aaron ventured. Indeed, that is my trade. Though lately I thought I'd be mending the pots and pans of the gods before long. You look like you've been on the road a spell. Got anything in need of mending? Won't cost you a burla. Ooh. Ooh. William looked over his gear. Well, there may be one item here, but I insist we pay for your labor. No, I insist. Think of it as doing me a favor, to satisfy myself that I'm as hale and hearty as I ever was. William shrugged. All right, but I wouldn't be surprised if you still have a touch of the fever. The service is rendered for free, and to strangers yet. You must be delirious. Okay, so that's the first guy we found who offered to, like, repair things. Let's see. We haven't found anyone who can repair this bow, and he really can't either. I mean, this. Yeah, we have beeswax, but okay, let's put it over here. Let's see if he'll repair this. The tinker set to work immediately. Here you are, he said at last. Good as new. Ooh. Oh, he did. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Wonderful. Very cool. Sweet. Okay, so can we give him other stuff, though? Condition 100. Condition 100. 95. Okay, our armor is a little battered. Just a bit. Unfortunately, we can't take it off. But I'm guessing he'll repair that too. The tinker greeted the party at the door. Yes, I'm back up to scratch again. Business is booming now that the plague is over. A brush with death gives men a new lease on life, it does. Seems everyone is bustling about cleaning and repairing their belongings. I don't suppose you're still I don't suppose you're still repairing things for free, are you? Aaron asked, a bit embarrassed by the question. The tinker laughed. No, lad. I'm afraid my generosity was merely a symptom of post-pox relief. But I'll be glad to make any repairs you need for my usual reasonable fees. 120 for bows, 150 for swords, 200 for armor. Wow, that is a lot. That really takes the edge off of this as a victory, because we did get the one freebie, but I don't know what a bow costs, because Kaylin came with one, and then that other one we found for free in a tavern. But, like, we paid less than 150 for 2 longswords a minute ago. So that seems really unreasonable. And then 200 for armor. I mean, we sell the armor that we find for over 100, so I'm guessing that a new set of armor that's at 100% probably costs around 200, or a little bit less, a little bit more. So the only thing I can think of is that would make this reasonable is, like, we're on our way to go get our weapons and stuff blessed. And of course that's not replaceable, because that's going to cost 150 or 200 to add that onto a sword. So then that would bring the cost of, like, a new sword and then blessing it. We'd have to walk all the way back here or to some temple, and it would cost over 200 to basically make it into a +1 weapon. So in that case, it is cheaper, but it also seems like, as one of you said last time, when they're at like 0% and they're basically fighting with spoons, then maybe it's a good deal. Ugh, I did not think it would be that expensive. I thought it would be like a third of that at the most. That's disappointing. But it is cool that we have a repair guy. I'm not going to complain. I'm guessing that all of these people would have died if we didn't help the Sisters of Synedrin. Maybe. So that feels good. Like, we saved practically the whole town, because this is everyone. And better weapons later on will very likely cost more as well, and then as new equipment gets more expensive to purchase, his prices may seem a lot more reasonable. William heard shouts and laughter behind the door. Well, at least they sound healthy in here. Repeated loud knocking brought an enthusiastic answer. 4 tousled heads of various ages peered eagerly at the strangers. 4 high-pitched voices vied for attention. Who are you? What do you want? Will you tell us a story? Can you come in and play? William whistled for silence. I don't know what that sounds like. I've never whistled for silence before. Where are your parents? The biggest lad looked behind him for reassurance. Oh, they're here. They're not feeling so good yet, but they're getting better. My aunt was staying with us before, taking care of us all. She ran away yesterday. Yes, I think I can see why. We should go now, too. Try to be quiet and let your parents get some rest, you hear? Be good now. William and company backed down the path and made for the open road, the chorus of clamoring voices sinking to a low roar behind them. Ah, cool. Well, yeah, I feel good about that. I would feel better if I could buy a stick from this guy. Okay, well, we came here to get blessed, and by golly, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, and while we're here, we probably should buy a couple things. Ah, pearls. This is one of the things I was looking for. I thought it was an Ospreza, and one of you, I think, said, yeah, that the general store in Briala was the place that had bought the pearl before. Excellent. Okay. 209 burlas for that sapphire. Well. And they have low prices here, too. So, I am going to buy another whetstone. We're going to buy another shovel. And I am going to buy another armorer's hammer. I think that'll do us. Oh. The one thing I came here for. Where is it? I thought they sold sticks. Oh my goodness. This is just untenable. I understand that as a programming conceit. Like, you know, that they need to have something in their hands to attack with, but that's ridiculous that you can't unequip it, like when the game also has a system wherein you need to take things off in order to use the items in the overworld and like hand them to people. And I know that he doesn't have any weapons. I don't even know why I'm looking, because this is the first place that we encountered where they had like an armor only store and they don't sell weapons. So Balmestry sells weapons and not armor, so I'm going to have to go down there and buy a stick and come back. Hey. We can go sell that when we head back to Ospreza. Fine. There we go. And then we will get those weapons blessed on the way. Thank y'all for bearing with me. And in fact, I think I know where to find a stick. Hey, look at this. Haha. Yes, good. Stick time. Okay, I need to move a couple things around. Here, Kaylin. Oh, okay, fine. You carry it. Wow. Y'all suck. It's because I picked up that armor. Lord. Video games. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's just talk to the farmer first. Here he is.
What ho, Farmer Brunia?
Good day, milady. Let me know if there's aught I can bring you.
Well, actually, we brought you something.
Greetings, Farmer Brunia.
Not a farmer without a farm. Just plain old Brunia now.
But you are a farmer again. We have the deed to your land.
You wouldn't be pulling my plow now, would you, son?
Giggity. Okay, I'm gonna have to once again exit the conversation.
Maybe we can help you get back your...
Good health to you.
There we go.
What am I thinking?
Well, I was thinking that would work.
What ho, Farmer?
Good day.
Greetings.
Not a
But you are...
You wouldn't be. Mother Sanadrin.
Oh, okay.
The deed to the land. Is it truly mine again?
Yes, truly. Yours to return to farm, and to pass on to your children.
I thank you. I must show my gratitude somehow. What do I have? Here, take these bottles. Someone left them behind weeks ago, and he hasn't come back to claim them. It's not much, I know, but maybe you can use them.
We will see you in Amatsi.
Yes, in Imatsi, at my farm.
Okay, well, we learned quite a bit there. So, he gave us... Aha. Halder's Brew. We've seen this before. Not a... Okay, strength augmenting power. Yeah, so I think this is a damage boosting potion. We haven't bought any before. Ooh, Razor Cup Nectar. He gave us this too. It was said that needle bills, which drank the nectar from the rare Razor Cup flower, never flew off course. The piercing thorns and finger-slicing leaves of the plant made the extraction of that nectar a hazardous procedure for humans. Did I say nectar? Nectar. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is an accuracy potion from the description. I like the context clues, but I don't like that it doesn't just tell you what it does. I know that's a gamification thing, but it's also a convenience thing. It's wonderful that they put lore into the description of every single item. But also you need to make your game playable, and so I do consider that to be like a design flaw, that it doesn't just tell you how things work and what they do. I could even see, like, if you're, it would be an assessment check or something like that, to understand what it did, or to identify items so that it would have a use outside of combat or something. Or maybe you don't know what something does until the first time you use it, and then it's added to the description. But you really need to tell your players what something like a potion does, because I've been holding on to these since I'm not sure. And just, I'm still not sure for some of them. Brida's Conduit. Something pulsated behind the smoky glass, creating an ever-shifting shadow play across the canister's surface. Drinking its contents just gave most people indigestion, but for a spellcaster, it cleared the mind and brought the forces of power into sharper focus. Ooh, so I guess that gives us a bonus to our spellcasting skill, maybe? Cool, okay. And yeah, it does look like we need to go to Amatsi. So, first though... Here we go. This is the cheapest one, 7. I know that there are 2 free sticks lying over there, and they're even our sticks that we put there. But for sheer convenience and to avoid all of the running back and forth, my goodness gracious, I am literally just going to buy one of these crappy short swords. I know you can carry it, Aaron, I swear to God. That's what I'm thinking, because of the way that it says, like, they never fly off course. So, that is my guess. Y'all, this inventory thing is killing me. I am literally dying. Because I bought all of this ale. You know what? Maybe that's the solution. Let me sell. Oh my God, you're kidding me. I hate you, game. And that's not true. I'm really enjoying this game, but also just, like, damn, y'all. Okay, fine. I give up. That armor's not worth that much anyway. Here, let me just... Who has some? There. For the love of God. Go ahead and adjust the sound. Okay, so one of the other things we discovered from talking with the farmer is you saw the paper doll down here. For some reason, like when I was clicked into William's inventory, I thought that was William. I don't know why. So it looks like, much with Corellin, the witch, and also with other characters, when you're in a conversation with someone, the use icon disappears when you go into your inventory. inside of a building like this often. So what I was able to do was I dragged the deed onto the paper doll representing Farmer Briuna, so I should be able to do that in most conversations, if not all of them. The problem that we had with the weapons, however, is still like what it is.
It must be broken or something.
Oh my goodness gracious. Listen. Okay, here. You take it. There we go. You can't use a two-handed weapon while you've got a shield. So in order to replace... Game, are you kidding me? I am losing my mind. So all of this is because, yes, we came back to the baseball organ church so that we could get these stupid swords blessed. And because you cannot do it in a normal conversation like this, where like you have to select it and use it on him in order to make it happen. So we had to go all the way back down there to get a staff. Only to find out that apparently Kaylin can't equip a staff. And now I'm looking at their paper dolls, and look how Aaron is in a different position. The two of them have the same shape paper doll, or at least the same stance, with a hand out for their shield and, you know, to rest on the pommel of their sword. You know, yeah, that's where it started to go wrong, I feel. So what we have now is a situation where apparently staves are an Aaron-only weapon, and I'm assuming that he can't use swords and shields, which is a good thing, because several episodes ago, like way back when they first became an option, I toyed with the idea of giving him a like a sword and a shield. And I wasn't sure if he'd still be able to use magic or not, but look at the shape of his posture. I think he's the only one that can use staves, and they have to use swords. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. This means we have to go all the way back to Balmestry after all, and I really do have to buy a short sword. That's what I should have just done. And then I was like, no, it's not a big deal. I'll drop the other thing, and... Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, my goodness gracious. You.
What's wrong with this thing?
Okay.
Why doesn't this work?
That's a good question, Kaylin. Why doesn't this work?
It must be broken or something.
Okay. Let me try this. If this is the way you have to do it, I'm going to legitimately lose my mind. Is it like with the witch? Do we have to give him the money and then we just click on a sword? 150 for swords. Okay, and I don't think we can, because he specifically says swords, not weapons. I don't think we can bless his staff anyway. So, okay.
What am I thinking?
Yes, give me the blessing.
That doesn't work.
Why doesn't it work? Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with this thing?
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is working on the same principle as before. All right, yeah, okay, we've got this. So this is so unnecessarily convoluted, and I mean, setting aside my own irritation with how this episode has gone up to this point and my own like back and forth, what you mean? Oh, this? That's the flashback sequence. So that's where you can go through and you can replay conversations with NPCs. We have not had to use that yet, but this is so to help you with taking notes. So like you can click on someone or you can click on a conversation topic and it will replay the conversation in order to help you recall information about it. So that's not useful here. So what we have to do, like I said, setting aside my own feelings and the overcomplication of all this running back and forth anyway, what you have to do that they have not told us, that they have not explained, is you have to click on him, you have to choose blessing, and then while this is up like this, we are technically in a conversation. We are in conversation mode. You have to go into your inventory, take the weapon you want blessed, and drag it onto his paper doll. There. So that makes me feel a little better because that means since we have to take it out of our inventory to do that, the short sword was still required to get the long swords off of Kaylin and William to make it happen. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm dying. The priest cleansed his hands from a nearby basin and set them upon the sword. In a stentorian voice, he called upon Kor to imbue the sword with his divine guidance, that its wielder might be more righteous in his service. You can, but you can't take weapons off of characters unless you exchange them. So, like, the sword can't actually leave their hands unless you're trading it for another sword. So, I choose to assume that it had to be in their inventory before it could be enchanted. Because if... This is a necessary assumption, because if I could just drag the equipped sword over to the paper doll as part of this conversation in order to initiate this interaction, I would probably uninstall. The priest's litany continued, a golden aura flaring around the sword. As the last echoes of the brother's voice faded to silence, so too did the aura dwindle to nothingness. In other words, we don't get any particle effects. The priest smiled and handed the blessed weapon back, sweeping the party's donation into a coffer emblazoned with the seal of Kor. Okay. So there we go. Oh, and it gets a little icon. Blessed? Yes. Alright, now let me check here. Okay. Hardness is 16. 15. Everything's 15 except hack, which is 10. Okay, cool. So it did not increase the hardness, but it gave it +2 to all forms of accuracy and damage except for hack, and hack damage went up by 1. So, excellent. And it shows there, too, that she's got a blessed longsword. Excellent. Okay. Now, in the name of science, I'm going to drag this longsword over onto that paper doll. And if it works, I'm going to be very upset. I am very upset. And thus I die. Okay, well, not to make too big of a deal of it, because they do have magic swords now. Well, it's good that we do know it, though, because now I will never do this again. Because, of course, you know, like, the long swords have been really good weapons. They're a great upgrade from the short swords, and I'm certain that a blessed longsword is going to be an even more significant upgrade. So that means that, like, in the future, when we find other new equipment, of course, a better sword, like maybe a broadsword or a claymore or rapier or something, I don't know what they have in this game, it may have better stats than a longsword does. And if it does, we're going to want to trade out, but then we will need to get the new weapons blessed, because they're not going to come that way. And we will not go through all of this BS again, because now we will know. So as aggravating as this has been, it was absolutely, like, not the worst thing that could have happened. Okay, this is interesting. Ah, field worms. Well, let's test our new swords. What do you say? It's been a while. It has been a while since we got to fight anything. I need to take my aggression out on something. Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. This is just gonna be cathartic. Come on, worms. Let's dance. I don't think their swords look any different. And the very first thing is a swing and a miss. Okay, but on the other hand, that was pretty good. That was solid damage. 41. That's the biggest hit I think we've had from a weapon so far. Boom. Kalen, if you'll hit something. There we go. Oh, he can't regain that stamina. Okay. Phew. Okay, melee went up, defense went up, melee went up. Excellent. Huh. And we found a chest. Excellent. Well, this is a different kind of challenge. A nice break from the other kind, so... Large locked normal chest does not appear to be trapped. He is already below maximum stamina, so let me just... Still does not appear to be trapped. Okay. Hey, nice. Cool. His lockpicking went up by 2 points. Oop. Money. A sword and some armor. I'm gonna take these with us. Because we are going back to Sortiga. We should be able to hang on to them until then. And then when we go to Imatsi, because that is where we are headed, like, ultimately, then of course we can sell them there. Alright, pirates. Let's see if we can get the jump on them. Is one of them mage, I think. Dang it, Aaron. Oh, there's 2 mages. Oh, no. Okay, well, let's see. Let's hit this guy. We're going to go ahead and lightning bolt him. See if we can finish him off, and that way there's all of the enemies are being concentrated over here. Not quite. Okay, well, we've got to tie down one of those mages. Come on. There we go. Shoo-wee. Third tries the charm. Okay. Bunch of rations, bunch of money, lockpicks, ale. Oh, gosh. Yeah. We barely have any place to put it, though. Okay. I'm just gonna have to come back for some of this, I think. You know, I'm tempted. Because I'm not really seeing a huge return on our investment so far, and I am disappointed. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there. But first we have to go back to the inn and rest. Oh my god. Okay, only one wizard this time. Let's go ahead and get him out of the way. Boom. Because he's going to hit Caitlin if we don't hit him. William can pin this guy down. See, when they hit, like, they're doing well, but... it's a matter of hitting. Okay, go up there and get the wizard. He cannot be left unattended. Lightning bolt. Oh, wow, that didn't take him out? Oh, well then I better hit him. Because that's not good. 2 lightning bolts. Stuff isn't suddenly scaling to our level, is it? We haven't been to this area before, so maybe it's literally just a case of these enemies are tougher. See, because that guy went down in one shot. And he'd only been hit by William, like, one time, I think, so... Okay, wizard. There we go. See, that wizard had a totally reasonable number of hit points. Like, he had the amount of health I expect a mage to have. That I have been taught a mage has in this game. Okay, you are flanked like 80 ways from Sunday, my guy. You need to get hit. No one's that good at defending themselves. Okay, Lord. Okay, a bunch of fish, because we are going to be resting right away, so... we will take fish, we will take cash, everything else can stay here. I will come back for it later, and we will move along. Because what I see up ahead here is a dig spot. Excellent. Hey, rations and Essence of the Wind. He's got that, so. Awesome. Speed potion. Okay. Let's mark this. Oh, there's a bunch of these little cubby holes. Oh no. That's alright. We will explore them all, I suppose. Phew-wee. Just gotta make sure that there aren't any, like, scripted encounters lying all the way across the road the way they sometimes are. Oh, Montari. They did tell us that we would be passing through Montari territory if we went from Sortiga to Balmestri, so this tracks. Now this mage should be, like, very disposable. There we go, that's what you like to see in an enemy. Few hit points, low accuracy, high rewards. You leave him alone. Boom. Alright. William, finish him off. Things are starting to turn around a little bit. This guy's got more damage, so I'm going to try and take him out before he runs away. 'Cause I think that's the... yeah, that's the leader. So I don't want him to get away. There we go. Excellent. Aaron took a hit, but we can deal with it. Awesome. He didn't get too deep into his health. And we can even take this herbal powder. That will help him to recover when we rest here very shortly. Oh, and I need to make certain... Huey. Okay, 88. What's hers? 83. Y'all gotta help me remember to do this every time. Every single time that we come out of a... battle. 92, 95, 96. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Let's mark this and be on our way. Ooh, a chest. A medium, unlocked, normal chest that appears to be trapped. Well, let's save it before we do anything, and then let's untrap it. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Excellent. Much better the second time. Whew. Yeah, there really is, honestly. There's a lot going on. And this is one of the reasons that I wanted to load it just now, too. It's not just because I was upset that I, didn't disarm the trap. It's because notice that all there was a heavily damaged short sword when we opened it up after it exploded. That's because everything else was destroyed. When I loaded it and actually successfully disarmed it the second time, wow, y'all really are full again. Okay. There was other stuff in there. So, some of the treasure is in fact destroyed when you fail to disarm a trap and it goes off on you. Yellow eye. Does somebody already have some of that? Okay, no. We saw it, but we didn't actually, I think it was for sale in the potion shop in Logano. That's probably fair. Oh. Okay, sure. Go ahead and rest until healed, I guess. Okay, there's the main road. Here's another cubby hole with a side road. There really is a lot to take in. Ah, an ambush. When I saw no enemies in front of it, I suspected there might be one, but then Kayla didn't pop up and tell us, so... Alright, let's do a static discharge. We just rested and have full stamina, or almost full stamina. There we go. That's what you get for ambushing us, right, guys? We don't beat around the ambush. Just beat on your face. Get him. There we go. Now that was cathartic. That's how it should go. That's how a fight ought to be. Phew. Okay. Now, let's see if this chest is trapped. Maybe it'll be a lever puzzle. Doesn't appear to be trapped. Let's double check. Okay, still doesn't seem to be trapped. Good. This is also kind of precise. Like, I clicked on the chest, but if you don't actually click on the lock itself, he doesn't actually attempt to pick it. Who has the herbal powders? He does. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. Oh my goodness gracious. I think at this rate, it may be safe to say, like, I'm determined to get back to Amatsi and complete that quest, but we still have to actually do that. So that means that rather than ending this episode by going to Panizzo, I think we may start the next one at Panizzo. Oh my gosh, 3 mages. I don't like that.
That's not right.
Yes, it is. There we go. Ah, see, and it was worth it. Look at that. A skill book. Now, here's the thing. That's one we already have. Why did his skills just go up? Random. Okay, so it's just another copy of the same book. Well, if that's the case, I'm leaving it here. And let's... There we go. Go ahead and grab some rest. Phew-wee. Let's see what's further up this way. More side content, no doubt. Ah, indeed, another side path. Right over there should be Sortiga, I do believe. Okay, more pirates, but no mages this time. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier. There we go. Not a hit from Aaron, at least. Money. Money. Fish. There we go. Now let's see what else is up here. Because there is a fork in this road. Ah, and one of them leads to a chest. Large, locked, normal chest. There are no obvious traps. Let's check their skills. Melee and lockpicking. That went up. Melee defense and assessment. Excellent. Oh. Oh, look at this, folks. We didn't even see this. He's gained a new area of magic. And detect is now 40, which means that we can take this off and we can put it over here. Oh, wow. area damage and fire. So soon he should be able to learn that firebolt spell that the pirate mages have been using on us. And with area, he might even eventually gain a fireball. Oh. Oh, look at this. Look what's lit up. Create. Range. Fire. Hotfoot. I do believe that that is the spell that the pirates were using, because the firebolt sort of like hits you and then it drops down and the flame actually bursts around your feet and it forces you to move a space. So I think that that's why it's doing that. Okay. William? Excellent. Oh my gosh, no way. Arrows. Oh wow. The most precious treasure. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of that stuff, but those arrows, oh my goodness gracious. Wild. And another chest. Does not appear to be trapped. Okay, well, I'm just gonna, for the sake of efficiency, trust their assessment skill this time, or their scouting skill. They really are. That's the first arrows we found, except for the 10 that she came with. Now I feel like I could actually maybe shoot somebody, and oh my gosh, look at this guy. Look at this wide boy. What is this? Core's blood. Is it supposed to be like that, or is that sprite actually squashed into like half the normal space? What in the world? That is what? This is like, oh my gosh. I love it. Okay. The viscous red liquid moved as if alive. Crashing against the bottle where William's fingers held it. Despite the battle prowess it bestowed, it wasn't really the lifeblood of the Father God. At least William hoped not. What is this? Why is it like that? Okay, well, we've got to take this with us. I can't leave that behind. A treasure like that, there's no way. That has to come along. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this whole thing has been worth it just for that. That's an experience. Okay, I'm gonna give like an actual save because it's been a while since I have. There we go. Okay. Oh, another side. Look at all of these cubby holes. Okay. Looks like some Montari. Yes, surprise the enemy. Aaron will fail. That's pretty standard. Okay, we'll rest and regain some stamina since we have the opportunity. Let them come to us. What is that? Are they just booking it? They saw us, they're like, no, we heard about you guys. We're out of here. Okay, she can only hit this one, so... Last hit? Yes. Excellent. Okay, so first things first. Okay, there we go. Not all of them will need to be repaired every time. Okay, 78%. Yeah, we want to stay on top of that. 92%. Excellent, excellent. So his repair is getting noticeably better. So even if I forget from time to time, as long as we stay on top of it, we should be mostly okay. Okay, good, good, good. We're going to take all of these chicken legs and promptly waste them when they go bad, I'm sure. So... Okay, we'll head back up this way. And I already see something? Is that just a plant? Okay, y'all know that there's like an ambush in this cubby hole. There's gotta be. Nope, nothing. I don't see a chest. I don't see a dig spot. Okay, well, maybe the next one. Marty is getting tired and should rest soon. Wow, maybe there's just nothing in these. Okay. Well, that's alright. Let's see. Health, health. Everybody's got full health. So... there we go. Their skills are going up quite a bit. Look at that. His melee is finally almost maxed. His lockpicking nearly is as well. Her melee is almost maxed out. Oh, her stealth is maxed out. Excellent. Okay, we can take stealth off. Scouting, I love that it's like started a new bar. I don't know. Other than foraging, I don't see anything else, but we've not been using that, so I'm just going to leave it on those 4 and let it ride. Because now that she has some more arrows, I might actually try shooting people. Okay. Seem to be good so far. Oh, an ambush. Phew, I am ambushed by this. This episode has been a lot of running back and forth, but we have made progress. It's not all, like, the progress that I would, have wanted to make. We have done some things that I wanted to get done. I haven't yet gotten to some things that I wanted to get to. But we are absolutely gaining ground. And for all that, like, I've faced a lot of irritation in this stream, it's definitely true that this has been a net positive. Go down. There we go. I'm gonna take a chance and hope that this one, yeah, because that was the leader is why he had more hit points. Get him, William, get him. You know what? Let's treat ourselves. Oh, she can't see him. Lol. Okay. Well, here, I'll put her in a position where she can shoot if she needs to. And the same thing for him. Now, she should get to move again. There we go. Got him. Excellent. Okay, money, food, and once again, another map marker. And yeah, we're almost there. This should be, like right over there, should be Sortiga, I believe. Yeah, right over on the next leg or the next map or whatever should be the one that has the intersection. So we are almost there because we cleared that part out. So we have this one more little side cubby over here. And I see an encounter up that way, it looks like. Yeah. Should be... Oh! Okay. Oh boy. Now we get to shoot. Let's try it. Yes! Bullseye, baby. I can't believe I'm saying this, but William, you're gonna have to go over there and pin that spellcaster down. Usually it's Kalen. Oh, he is leaving. He's like, nah, fam. Let's see if we can take him out with an arrow instead of a spell. The answer is no. We still have to spend a spell. But that's okay. So far, Kaylin has hit every shot that she's fired. And I am about that. Okay, we won't waste any more arrows, though. He tapped a little into his health to cast that second lightning bolt, so I'm going to have him rest. They can get this guy. There we go. So he might need a lightning bolt in the next battle, so... And there, now he's got one. Awesome. Very good, very clean. And yes, check that out. Her archery went up to 40. Amazing. Because it was really close, so that's what I was hoping, is if we shot a couple of times, then you know, it would max out. Cool. Okay. You know what? We haven't been using foraging at all. I swear, I'm just going to put this on melee for him if we're going to have 5 skills tagged anyway. Yes, save the changes. Oh, that's because he's hurt. Okay, fire's at 20, 31, 23. That's getting there. Melee's at 37, so 3 more points. Where are their bodies? Oh. Oh, it was this encounter way up here. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. We'll take all this because we're definitely going to have to rest again here in a moment. Let me just go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see what's up here. Oh, an ambush. Well, these blessed swords are getting their workout. Oh, what was that? He's covered in bees. Oh, hey, check it out. He learned his spell. Hotfoot. Yeah, it does 1 point of damage. Lights a fire under target who's moved to a random adjacent space if 10 or more points of damage are taken. Okay, wait, I see. I was about to say, now they were hitting us for like 30 every time. So they're spending a lot more stamina on it, is what's happening. They were almost maxing it out. Yeah, they were using 20 stamina to cast the spell, and then it deals 30 points. Okay. Alright, that's fine. But we know the spell now. That's what's important. Oof. Not good. Also not good. Is that some kind of paralysis spell? Because William didn't get a turn, but he is getting one now. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Because you only need to deal 10 points of damage to move them, so like if all you want to do is just force someone into another square or something, that's doable. I like that they have options. Ooh, wait a minute though. Oh, his stamina's not great. Okay, let me drink some scent water. Haha. There we go. We never use it, and I need to. Should remember that it, you know, that I have it. There we go. That takes care of that guy. This guy's gonna be out of stamina here in a minute. Here, we'll hit this dude. Take him out. Good. Now, Kaylin, you deal with him while William comes over here. I'm just gonna rest. Yeah, that's some kind of slow spell because it reduced William's speed where he couldn't even get all the way over there. Oh, you put yourself right in the middle of the battlefield. That was dumb. Now everyone can get to you equally. Okay, that's the leader. That's why he's going down so hard. Phew. Alright. Cash. Herbal powder. Cash. Food. 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 And there we go. Okay. Let's repair.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking that your armor needs repaired, my guy.
That's not right.
Okay, well. There, that works. Cool, 91%. And this one's at 81. Jumps up to 93. Excellent. His repair, being at max level, is just great. I'm a fan. Oh no. There's a cave. Oh Lord help us, there's a cave. Okay. Well, okay, so yeah. Hopefully that was at least the last fight between us and Sortiga. I see beach. I see woods. I see one more battle. So this, yeah, there's the intersection right up there. Yep, there it is. Okay, because we didn't come this way. So we're back to Sortiga. I'm gonna fight this last fight. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's been an evening. I'm gonna take these guys out. That will clear the road so that we can move around the entire region without these encounters. I have to admit, even though they told us that the Montare lived like underground or whatever, I wasn't expecting to find a big cave when they said that this was Montare country, or like that this was their territory. So I don't know what to do with that, but we're not going into it this time. There's just too much has happened. I think we all need a break. I know that I do, and I'm going to come back next week, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, refreshed and ready to go with the next episode of Betrayal in Antara, when we will complete the Farmer Briuna side quest. We will explore that cave. We will go back to Amatsi, sell all of our stuff, and then we will go to Panizzo and we will end Chapter 1, because enough is enough. I'm having fun, but folks, after this stream, after this episode, phew-wee, it's just time. It's just time. So, with that, I will bid you adieu for now. Don't forget, if you're not following me already, please do, if you are enjoying yourself. I'll look forward to seeing you back for the next stream. And you can also hop over to my YouTube, my Twitter, my Facebook, my Pillow Fort, and you can follow me on those places so that way you can message me, leave your comments on my videos on YouTube. Let me know what you think of this series or of our other series on Mondays and Thursdays. I'll look forward to seeing you for those as well, I hope. And you can keep up with other stuff that's happening on the channel, progress, events, cancellations, anything that we need to discuss. And whew-wee, I'm going to take a break and then come back next weekend. I hope to see you there. I'm glad that I saw you here tonight. Thanks for being here. And as always, thanks for playing.